My husband put down divorce papers and said, "Accept my mistress or we're done." I signed immediately. He turned pale. "Wait, you misunderstood." My husband put divorce papers on the kitchen table like he was dealing cards at a poker game. He had this smug little smile on his face, the kind of smile that made me want to throw my coffee at him. He sat down across from me and folded his hands like a businessman closing a deal. "I've been thinking about our situation," he said. "Vanessa makes me happy in ways you don't. I want to keep seeing her. You can either accept that or we can end this marriage." He slid the papers toward me. "Your choice." I looked at him, really looked at him. This man I'd been married to for 11 years. This man who hadn't worked a real job in 6 years because he was always chasing some startup idea that never launched. This man who drove the car I paid for, lived in the house I bought, and wore clothes I purchased. And now he was sitting here telling me to accept his mistress or else. I picked up the pen. His smile got wider. He thought I was going to push the papers back. He thought I was going to cry and beg and ask what I did wrong. He thought I was going to negotiate. Instead, I flipped to the last page and signed my name, clear and quick. Then I slid the papers back to him. "I accept option 2. The color drained from his face so fast I thought he might pass out. He stared at my signature like it was written in a foreign language. "Wait, what? No, you misunderstood me. I was giving you options. I didn't actually want you to choose divorce." I put the pen down. "You gave me 2 choices. I picked one." He grabbed the papers and held them up. "This isn't what I meant. I was trying to have a conversation. You were trying to threaten me," I said calmly. "It didn't work." He started stammering. "I thought we could talk about this. I thought you'd want to work things out. You love me. You've always loved me. I loved who I thought you were. That person doesn't exist." His hands were shaking now. He put the papers down and rubbed his face. Okay, let's just forget this happened. I'll tear these up. We can pretend this conversation never took place." I shook my head. "I already signed, and I meant it." His voice got high and desperate. "You can't just end 11 years like this over one mistake." "One mistake? You've been sleeping with Vanessa for 8 months. I found the credit card statements, the hotel charges, the jewelry purchases that never came home to me. I've known for 3 months. I just didn't say anything because I was preparing." His face went from pale to green. "Preparing for what?" I stood up and walked to the counter where I'd left a folder. I dropped it in front of him. "This is the asset breakdown my lawyer prepared. The house is mine. I bought it 2 years before we got married and never added your name. My retirement accounts are protected under the prenup you signed. The cars are both in my name because your credit was too bad to be on the loans. Your startup investments came from my salary, which means they're marital property, but since they're all worthless, that doesn't matter much." He opened the folder with trembling hands. "This can't be right. It's very right. I had it checked 3 times. His voice cracked. "What about the joint account, the one you emptied last week?" "I took what was mine, which was most of it since you haven't deposited anything in 14 months. He slammed his hand on the table. "This is insane. I gave you 11 years of my life. You gave me 11 years of excuses and empty promises. I worked 70 hours a week while you played entrepreneur. I paid every bill while you bought your girlfriend diamond earrings with my money. Don't talk to me about what you gave." He stood up so fast his chair fell over. "I'll fight this. I'll get a lawyer. I'll take you for everything." I almost laughed. "With what money? Your checking account has $47 in it." "I know because I transferred everything else back to my personal account yesterday. Everything I put in, which again was almost everything." He started pacing. His hands were in his hair. He looked like a trapped animal. Vanessa will help me. She has money. Her husband has money." I let that sit for a second. "Her husband?" He froze. "What? Did you think she was single? She's been married for 15 years. I sent her husband copies of everything last night. The texts, the photos, the hotel receipts." I imagine their conversation this morning was very similar to ours. His knees actually buckled. He caught himself on the counter. "You didn't." "I did." He was quiet for a long time. Then he looked up at me with wet eyes. "Where am I supposed to go?" I picked up my coffee and took a sip. "Not my problem. I gave you 11 years. I supported every failed idea. I believed every lie. You decided we weren't partners when you started sleeping with someone else." He tried one more time. "I made a mistake. People make mistakes. You can't just throw me away." "I didn't throw you away. You threw us away. I'm just finally accepting it. My lawyer will be in touch. You have until Friday to get your things out." He was gone by Thursday. Last week his mother called crying. She asked if I would reconsider. Not my problem.